Hi, fifth graders. How are you all doing? In this video, I will be solving the science worksheet number 2, and we are still talking about patterns of nutrition in plants. So plants are living things. They use energy to grow and to live. Where do they get this energy from? They get it from food. There are different patterns for different types of plants. Let's start with question number 1. Which of the following obtains all of its nutritional requirement from another living plant? Is it the producer or the parasite? Which one? Which one gets all of its nutrients from another living plant? A producer produces its own food. It doesn't take any nutrients from another plant. It produces its own food by photosynthesis. So this is not the answer. Okay, this is the answer. The parasite harms the host by stealing its food or by obtaining all of its nutrients from its host. Okay, so this one is the answer. What can result in a relationship in which both organisms benefit, both organisms are happy? Are we talking about mutualism, parasitism, or commensalism? We're talking here about mutualism for sure, since in parasitism, one of the organisms is happy, the second one is being harmed. In commensalism, one of them benefits, the second one is unaffected, it does not care. So mutualism is the answer. A green plant that makes its own food by photosynthesis, we just said it at the beginning, it is a producer. It is a producer. So here is the answer. Producers are green plants. Green plants can go through photosynthesis, which is the food making process to produce their own food. The process by which carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere is: which process requires or needs carbon dioxide to be done? Is it commensalism, parasitism, or photosynthesis? It's for sure photosynthesis. Since for photosynthesis, plants need carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight energy. So plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to go through this important process. We saw or we talked about the Australian Christmas tree in the first worksheet. We saw that we said that this tree belongs to the mistletoe family. These plants go through photosynthesis, but this process couldn't provide enough food for the plant. So what does the plant do in this case? It forms connections to the roots of green plants like grasses, and it steals their nutrients. Are we talking here about mutualism, commensalism, or parasitism? Here we have two organisms. We have the Australian Christmas tree, but also the grasses. Let's think. Which organisms benefit? The Australian Christmas tree benefits by taking the needed nutrients from the grasses. In this case, grasses are being harmed, right? There is another organism stealing their nutrients. So here we're talking about parasitism for sure. In here, the parasite is the Australian Christmas tree and the host is the grass. Okay, we have to determine our answer. Each time I ask you to determine your answer, and we have to justify it. So we will say that The Australian Christmas tree is in a parasitic relationship with green plants. This tree is a parasite that steals or sucks the nutrients of the host and harms it. Here, the host is the green plants. Okay, you can explain the way you want, but you must justify your answer. You must say that these plants are in parasitism. Why is that? Because we have the parasite, which is the tree that is harming the host, which is the green plants or the grasses. Okay, the Australian Christmas tree is harming and the host. Barnacles. Barnacles are small sea creatures that live on the backs and bellies of whales. They take two basic benefits from this relationship. When the whales swim into plankton-rich waters to feed, so when the whales go to waters where rich in food, the barnacles feed on plankton and they get protected from predators. In this case, who is the host? The barnacles stick to the whale's backs and bellies. So the host in here is the whale or whales. I will write the whale. The whale is the host. Barnacles benefit. How do they benefit? Here we have the answers. When the barnacles swim into plankton-rich waters to feed, they feed on plankton. So we will say barnacles go with the whales to waters rich in food, and barnacles get protected from predators. Barnacles benefit. Give the name of the relationship between barnacles and whales. In this case, whales do not care if barnacles were there or no. The whales are unaffected, so we're talking here about commensalism. In a relationship where an organism benefits and the second one is unaffected, this relationship is called commensalism. Barnacles go to waters rich in food. They feed on plankton, they find food, and they get protected from predators. And that's it. If you still have any questions about the lesson or the worksheet, I will be happy to answer them. See you. Bye-bye.